Like I always say something stupid.
Yeah, see what happens when you miss a week? Yeah, you all of a sudden forget how to host a podcast. Thanks a lot, Jason. We appreciate it. Oh, God, you're so rusty if that's the best you got.
That I don't know why, but that was in my mind right now. Like you take a week off, you come back, and literally the only thing in your mind is like, it's a scat man. You remember that?
No, I have no idea what you're
I don't
talking
remember
about.
Scatman.
I think maybe. I don't. It doesn't.
It's the Scatman.
No, I got nothing.
Okay, whatever. It was like scat was like the original beatbox.
Oh, okay.
Like Justin Timberlake back in the days. Well, JT got some beatbox skills. Anyway, welcome to the pre-show, the show where we talk about all the shit that we don't want to talk about on our other show, The Nerds from Work, kind of like Scatman and JT's beatbox skills.
Yeah, that wouldn't make the main show.
No, it wouldn't. But on this show today, we're actually going to cover a preview of a movie that no one has seen yet. So let's go ahead and pop them bottles, homie. We have to make the noise with our mouth. Cool. See, that sounded so much better. Nice. You threw it.
I dropped it on the table.
I've got a cap holder downstairs that says "Drink beer, save water" or something like that. So we have to like put the beer caps in.
I saw that actually. That was actually pretty cool.
Yeah, it's weird when your 8-year-old reads it. So, so yeah, she's like, "Dad, why beer is bad?" I was like, "Oh, honey, that's why Daddy drinks out of cans." Because I'm that white trash. So
it's even better when
actually get into it.
It's even better when my 3-year-old's like, "Daddy, is that your beer?" "Yes, it is." "Can I have some?" "Nope."
Funny story, true story.
While your mom's watching.
When I was 3, I went to my uncle's house and he had a beer bottle.
Oh, everybody has a drunk uncle story.
Yes, drunk uncle story. So I wanted it so badly. He took an empty beer bottle, went and washed it out with soap and water, right? Put milk inside. So I was drinking milk out of a beer bottle, and then my parents show up.
That's incredible.
As I'm 3 years old, walking around like, and they didn't understand. Like once they told them,
right? But that initial shock factor. That's
like, how did he just pick up the beer bottle? Speaking of someone who just picked up a beer bottle and just threw shit on paper, let's talk about the reviews so far of what we heard from Predator, because it sounds like people just threw shit at paper and said, "Yeah, this will work," and it didn't.
That's everything I'm hearing. And to be fair, were we actually excited for this movie?
So Naru was.
Yeah, is it? Okay.
A few weeks ago, we were doing the Teen Choice Awards, and because Blade Runner 2049, is older, and Naru kept saying because Predator hasn't come out yet.
All I know, so not being like the biggest original Predator fan either, but that I wasn't a big Blade Runner fan either, but Blade Runner 2049 was I was pretty pumped just to go see that. So I don't know, I wasn't excited to go see this movie, and now everything I'm reading is like I'm not going to spend my money on this movie. It sounds like a giant hot mess, and I'll wait.
When I saw that they were redoing it, right, I was like, there's no way you're going to get me to spend my money to go see this. Like the first one, don't touch it. Like it's great. Don't touch it. They've done Predator 2, Predators, Predator versus Alien. There's another Predator movie. I know it. There's like 5 Predator movies.
Yeah.
And 5 or 6. And the only one that's worth a shit is the first one. It's just like anything else. They're riding that fucking cash train.
Hype train, yep.
And everyone's like, "Oh, but it's a reboot." When the fuck did a reboot do anything nice?
Dude, I can't. Now that you say that out loud, I'm trying to see if I can actually come up with a reboot that was okay. Jumanji was all right.
No.
Really?
I thought it was okay. Fuck with Robin Williams. Like,
I mean, it wasn't great, but it didn't like destroy the original.
So like Star Trek, right? Like I enjoy the reboots, but a lot of people didn't like the reboots.
Yeah.
But also, it was like a reboot, but it wasn't.
Yeah,
It was
this
like,
from my hearing, this from what I'm understanding, like Predator is like it's like a full reboot. They're trying to come up with same aliens but new story, but they're still riding on the nostalgia from those movies. So it's like I don't really know what they're going for. It sounds like they didn't know what they were going for. I pulled it up. The tomato meter right now is at 40%, which it's not Last Airbender, but it's pretty bad.
so to be fair, the only people that have seen it right now are like critics and like the early previews.
Yeah.
Because it comes out, you're listening to this on Friday or Thursday.
Thursday.
So it comes out tomorrow.
Yeah.
So we haven't seen it. But like Tank said, I'm not going to spend my money.
No, I was skeptical for like the Expendables because I was like, oh, it's like all these old action stars trying to come back and do something. And the first one or two were okay, but then you're like, oh, you've got this like awesome franchise with this like super iconic action actor from the 80s and 90s. And so maybe he has a cameo. It would be he would almost have to. It would make sense if he didn't have at least a cameo. But then it's like, what else are you doing for the rest of the movie? I don't know how you update a like gory, campy action flick full of nothing but one-liners. It'd be like trying to redo The Running Man. And
Arnold's not in the new one
at all. He doesn't even like cameo.
No, he turned it down.
So that if that's not if that doesn't give you an idea of you know of what to go look for, then that I think that says it all.
Yeah, Arnold turned down the role to have a cameo in this.
I didn't realize.
And the on CBR.com, there's actually an article that states why he turned it down. Like, and the director of Predator understands. Like, yeah, he turned it down because it's not really, living up to what he thought it should be.
That's insane.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, it sounds like it was. Maybe it was one of those things that maybe could have worked on paper, but trying to put it together as a film, it sounds like it's just completely falling apart. Which I'm okay with bad action movies. I mentioned The Running Man. I wouldn't call that a good movie, but I love watching that movie. If you give me like funny, if you make it kind of funny, but when it's not really trying to be funny, and just like over the top gory action with dumb one-liners, I'll shove some popcorn in my face and sit through it.
I own all three Expendable movies.
Exactly. That's exactly my point.
Exactly. Like, why do I own them? Because I sit down, like Tank said, beer and popcorn.
Turn your brain off.
And I just watch shit blow up. Like, I'm not watching. There's a scene in the first Expendables where like this girl leans in for a kiss, and I find myself yelling at the screen, "Don't you fucking do it. Don't you fucking do it. Like, you kiss her, you ruin this whole fucking thing for me." And he doesn't do it, and I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm in. Like, this is it. Because there's, like, you don't need a fucking story, but in the Predator, it's like, that can only take you so far.
Yeah, especially because looking through, like, the people who are playing in it, none of them seem to be, like, huge names. And so you're not going to – I don't think – it's harder – to me, it's harder to get away with, like The Rock and Vin Diesel. Look at the last 4 Fast and Furious movies. Big, dumb action movies. We don't really care about anything else, but they're big stars. We're cool. But when you get a bunch of, like, smaller names, it just – I don't think it's going to work as well. And it sounds like it's not, so –
well, it's not just that. Like, the star power is what carried the Expendables. Like, if you look at the story for Expendables 2, Expendables 3, the story for the first one was like a stretch, but you're like, okay, whatever. You look at the story for anything else, and you're like, I'm here for the star power. When you take the star power away, and you're like, oh, it's just gonna be over the top, fucking awesome. You're not gonna win anything.
No. So I don't know, man. We'll see. Maybe when it hits like mainstream audiences, people will like it. There's been so many movies where critics and viewers, disagree on movies.
Batman vs Superman.
Yeah. So who knows? I don't think that was a great movie either. But
Well, you know, Dawn of Justice.
That was better than BVS, but still not great.
Just saying. So yeah, if you guys go see the movie and you like it, let us know. Let us know if we need to go spend our money.
Please.
Probably won't.
I need a good movie. I haven't been to the theater. There hasn't been like a really good movie to go see in the theater for the last several weeks, like 6 or 7 weeks. So I need a good movie to go see.
Ooh, actually, what time is it? Yep, got time. If you have not gone to see a movie in the last couple weeks, last weekend I took my girls to go see Christopher Robin. Go see that shit.
Really?
That is amazing.
It looked weird.
It's so good. It is so good. And as an adult, it's aimed at adults.
Yeah.
My kids were kind of like, I don't understand. And my wife started crying. She's like, it's such a beautiful message. And so it's a wonderful movie. Christopher Robin is great. Christopher Robin would get my money again over going to see Predator.
It's good to know.
So, yeah.
Good to know.
But there should be a few other movies coming out in theaters. Guys, seriously, look at Rotten Tomatoes. They're pretty harsh at times, but if you don't believe Rotten Tomatoes, go to CBR.com, go to Google, go literally anywhere, and they're bashing Predator right now.
All over the place.
Yeah, it's everywhere. So look for another movie, and if you can't do that, then grab The Expendables on Netflix or something. Eat popcorn and drink beer.
I'm down. Sounds like a date.
Cheers.
All right.
All right, guys. So, shit, do you have anything else on Predator?
No.
Yeah, I'm not going to see it.
Ooh.
You can hunt the Predator, though, if you have Ghost Recon Wildlands, and that would make for a much, much better movie than anything else. Hunt the Predator on Ghost Recon Wildlands. But, yeah, that's it for me. Is that it from you?
I'm good.
All right.
Get out of here.
Let's get our asses to the other show.
Let's go.
Peace.